Hi, and welcome back to the Cheeky Crypto podcast. It's fantastic to have you back with us for another video, and I definitely need a shave today. I'm looking almost homeless right now, and yeah, look, maybe I'll get on to that. But I have been, as you can tell from my unshaven face, deep into the market, trying to make sure that we keep our community well informed with everything that's been happening over the weekend. And it's been a very volatile weekend, to say the least. And obviously we saw everything with USDC, and we did call it as it has sort of played out. You know, this is kind of what I thought was going to happen. And obviously, Nick and myself, we're not financial advisors, right? So it's you have to be candid about the approach and what you say. And Nick and myself take basically being in this space very seriously. And we know and understand that people, although we're not financial advisors, they do listen. And God forbid somebody makes a move based on something that we say. I mean, Nick and myself take that stuff very, very seriously. We constantly say, go do your own research. We highlight that, there are scammer influencers out there that are looking to just part you from your cash. There are, influencers new in the space that, a few months back, I personally know couldn't afford to buy fish and chips for themselves once a week. So, look, it's a scary world out there. So Nick and myself take it very, very seriously. When asked, I was saying, look, the safest thing would be to move out of USDC, although I think it's going to be perfectly safe. And recover and get to peg. I really did kind of feel that the bank was going to get purchased, and my thought process around that was just the fact that they're in fintech, and there is this war that a lot of people don't realize is even occurring right now, and that is that fintech are trying to take a big slice of the banking pie from traditional banks, and traditional banks have been struggling, and they have liquidity problems, and we saw that with the depegging of Circle's USDC because of a liquidity issue with the Silicon Valley Bank. Now, what's been really eye-opening for me, somebody that has been, I think, proactive, unlike these regulators at the SEC, unlike many people in the crypto influencer space. I just need to say it. I need to give myself a pat on the back right here and just be really quite clear with people that we've put articles out there about risk management. We've put articles out there about stable coins, different types of stable coins. Now, we had this as member content. I made it a few months back public content because it was that important to me that our community was kept safe. And this is all about understanding the risks that you hold. It's about understanding what the stable coin is that you've got and how it operates. And you can't just go and look at the website. You have to go into the white paper to really get a true understanding of what is actually the stable coins being pegged to. For example, is it algorithmic stable coin? Is it fiat backed? Is it backed by gold? Is it backed by bonds? What is it backed by? And it could be a combination of those, a mix of those. And it's really important to understand what it is that you hold. And I have openly been airing my thoughts and opinions on, the fact that, do you even need to be holding stable coins? Holding stable coins is a risk. Yeah, there's risk to it. And we've seen this with USDC, we've seen this with BUSD, we've seen this with Luna, UST, sorry, it was at the time. So look, do you need to hold stable coins is the question, right? Yes, vast majority of people do, but maybe you need to just understand the risk a little bit. And we have various different courses on the Cheeky school. If I just go over to it here, and you can see the courses here. We've got Elliott Wave Theory course, Smart Money Concepts. We have coaching for Elliott Wave Theory, how to build a portfolio, crypto risk management. And one of the biggest takeaways that I had from this weekend's fiasco is kind of how I'll describe it, is that there's so many experts. I was on quite a few different Twitter spaces yesterday, and it was quite clear that a lot of these people they have no idea what they're talking about, the vast majority of them. Even like prominent people, very well known people with far more followers than us, far more followers than the likes of 𝗕𝗘𝗀𝗰𝗀𝗰 and all those guys. Big, prominent in the financial space, maybe not so much crypto, but touching on it because it's a financial instrument. These guys, a lot of them don't actually know what it is that they're talking about. That was one thing that was really, really clear to me. And when some of these people asked one another what their biggest learning was, it was risk management and how important it is. Now, Nick and myself have been on about risk management for months, and these people are just sort of understanding about it now and how important it is. Now, obviously, this is poor risk management from Circle, with the amount of money that they allocated in the different banks. This is poor risk management from Silicon Valley Bank in allowing their clients to position themselves that poorly. And there's so many failings. It's beyond belief. Now, what I would say is, regardless of how qualified some of these people are, some of them really just don't understand the fundamental basics of risk management. And that is really concerning for me. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Look, I talk about the courses and all this sort of stuff. You don't have to do that. We've got loads of free content. Jump into the Discord. Link is in the description of the video. The course is fantastic, and I think it's well worth the money. And that is the only reason why I'm highlighting it, because I'm pretty sure there are many people in our Discord and in our Patreon membership sections that would agree when I say that they've saved an awful lot of money through this bear market. Nick and myself, we didn't get caught out with Voyager. We didn't get caught out with BlockFi. We didn't get caught out with FTX. We didn't get caught out with FTT, Solana, and all of these issues that we've had. I actually went and, if you remember, you would see this, at 91 cent, I was buying USDC. I was that confident that it was going to get to peg. Look, one, from an insurance perspective and a regulatory perspective for Circle. But not only that, I was so confident that bank was going to get bought because of the amount of fintech exposure that bank had. Whoever bought it up is definitely going to be on the receiving end of access to some absolute unicorn tech companies, and be it in or outside of the crypto space. So for me, it was something that was definitely going to happen. The one thing that surprised me is the likes of Binance, 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘. I'm just going to say that really slowly so people hear it correctly. My accent, it seems, looking at the comments in the videos, people don't understand that I'm actually saying it correctly. Or even the likes of Elon Musk. I'm surprised that one of those guys didn't actually buy it. But, it's part and parcel of what to expect in the space. We have seen and witnessed people panicking unnecessarily, and timing may be part of that. But anyway, let's move on. We've got HSBC buys Silicon Valley Bank UK for £1 in a deal which protects customers and taxpayers. We've got USDC coin now at 0.9997, up 3.94%. Now, let me know in the comments below, did you, like myself, get in? I think I got in around here at 0.9126 roughly, and I have ridden USDC all the way up here and made myself an absolute ton of stablecoin. Basically, what I would say is, obviously, my messaging around this, because I take it so seriously, was, look, I think that it'll be okay, but risk management, you need to ask yourself, are you overexposed? Does your life change in a negative way if it was to go to zero or go to 80 cent, for example? I don't think it was ever going to go to zero, because of the assets that back it up, right? It's only a percentage that was lost. So, yeah, for me, it was a fantastic opportunity and something that I will be able to look back on and I'll be able to talk about in the future and say, I once made 9% profit on a stable coin, and people are going to be scratching their heads in the future because no one's going to remember this at all in like a year or two's time. But yeah, look, if we go back, we're over $1 trillion now, up 7.78% at the time of recording. Bitcoin now at 23,240, and there will be people out there going, we're back in a bull market. And I'm going to reassure you, we are not in a bull market. This is just a bounce back up. We kind of expected it, and we expect some lows to follow it. We got Binance will convert $1 billion worth of BUSD stablecoin to Bitcoin, Ether, BNB, and other tokens. So look, I don't know your thoughts and opinions on this. Obviously, 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗡 has basically shared these links here, which basically are the transactions. Now, exposure to banks and the financial sector has its risks, but they're relatively low. I think this could potentially be an opportunity to basically move some of the funds into cryptocurrencies like BNB that may, if you know this agenda and the information behind it is accurate, be a concern. So look, I don't know where I sit on this. I liked the fact that it was backed 1-for-1. Obviously, it still is. But this is the recovery fund, I think. So maybe it's something of nothing. Maybe it's a way to access some additional money from Binance. I don't know really where I kind of sit on it. But interesting nonetheless. After landmark crypto law, European politicians contemplate building their own blockchain. So this, I thought, was a really interesting article, and I'll share it in the Discord. Rather interesting that they're now getting understanding of blockchain, and they're even considering making their own. I think that's really bullish. I really do. We got crypto short sellers get liquidated. Obviously, surprise market turnaround. Yeah, look, I completely understand how that's happened. I think it was always on the cards, though. But yeah, look, I would say make sure that you've got responsible trading, or you're trading responsibly. I have done an article. I shared it in the Discord. Check it out. Last thing I would want is people trading and, perhaps not doing it in the right way, or perhaps having treating it like gambling, that sort of stuff. So just be careful out there. With that said, we do have a trading competition for people trading with the right risk management. It's free to take part. Obviously, all the details are in the Discord. It is through BitGet, and it's not anything to do with YouTube, just to be really clear. So next thing, money printer go burr, sparking crypto market recovery. And I think a few people are going to be reading these articles and get really, really bullish. But let's be really honest here. The economy is not in a good position. If they turn that printer on, I don't think it's going to be like it was the last time. We're just going to see more inflation, and we're just going to be moving the problem further down the line. So it might be good in the short term, but I don't think it's going to be to the same extent and the same level as people perhaps are anticipating, based on the previous 2021 scenario. So yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. For me, I'm still telling everybody that I think you should be risk averse. You should definitely make sure you understand risk management. You should understand what stable coins you hold and how they work, how they're backed, and understand the risks that are associated with them. Nothing's really changing when it comes to my messaging. Capital, preserve your capital. Like I'm losing my words here. So yeah, look, definitely make sure that you're being safe in the space. This market is so volatile, like most of the markets at the moment. You do risk losing all of your money, and make sure that you don't overinvest or invest more than you're willing to lose. I think these are important messages to be talking about. Go do your own research. Take what everyone on social media says with a pinch of salt, because you don't know if they're being, paid to show you a certain narrative or a certain coin. So it's always best to go do that research for yourself. Look, like I say, jump in the Discord, join us for the BitGet competition, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.